What is an uplifting and happy fact? Fish can learn to recognize their owner. People have a misconception that fish can't see out of the glass of their aquariums. But the reality is that they have surprisingly good eyesight. They also tend to have different personalities. Like, for example, some fish like to be pet. People don't give fish enough credit. Edit. I woke up to a lot of cute fish stories and I'm loving them. Thank you. Headed into work but looking forward to reading more when I get home. I'm glad this comment is giving some folks a different perspective on fish. 2. Having a fish as a pet definitely isn't for everyone. But it's a really enjoyable hobby that I'd strongly encourage anyone to research if they're interested in an aquatic buddy. Just beware of the fish hobbyist curse, in that once you get one tank, you won't stop till you have like 50 more of them this year. I went from 1 betta to 5 tanks, one of which being a 55-gallon in less than a year. Bees get sleepy after drinking nectar and occasionally take naps on flowers. An otter will find a rock as a juvenile and keep that rock for life. Guinea pigs hop up and down when excited. Edit. Here is a GIF. Edit 2. Apparently it's called popcorning. Edit 3. A bunch of other animals also do this too. Sunflowers face the sun. When they cannot find the sun, they face each other. Researchers at De Montfort University have developed lightweight prosthetic limbs made from plastic water bottles. There is a heavy metal band called Hatebeak. Their lead singer is an African gray parrot. Albums like Hellbent for Feathers and Bird Seeds of Vengeance. It's kinda awesome. Edit. My top voted comment is about a metal singing parrot. I couldn't be happier with this. Military dogs always outrank their handlers. Baby echidnas are called puggles. Some tiny spiders wear water droplets as hats. Quokka are happy little cat-sized bastards who have no natural predators and no fear of death or humans. Mother dolphins sing for their babies while they're in the womb. Overall, dogs feel more rewarded with words of affirmation from their owners when doing something good, like shaking a paw or sitting, than if they receive a treat. That chill down your spine when you listen to music is called frisson. It's a leading principle behind ASMR and can be triggered by, among other things, irregular music patterns. If your song ever just stopped the music for a beat then started again, this can cause it. Frisson is a fantastic feeling and it has been described as a skin orgasm, so take that as you will. We might have a vaccine for breast and ovarian cancer in less than 10 years. Sea otters hold hands while they're sleeping so that they don't drift apart. The leading cause of death is heart problems, Alzheimer's, and cancer, not because we are getting unhealthy, but because we aren't dying from more horrible diseases like cholera, the plague, or any other nasty microbial diseases. More humans are able to reach older ages where natural age killers are more likely to end us rather than invading microbes. Members of at least one type of parrot give themselves a unique name. It's a variation on their parents' names which they learn cause these parrots announce themselves. Hey, it's me. Less than parrot name greater than. Quote. So just imagine a bunch of birds all excited about being themselves. Physical activity releases dopamine, so by motivating yourself to work out you will be more happy because of the actual action and from the results if you stick with it. Now if you haven't exercised today, do a few push-ups or sit-ups. Positive thoughts help boost your energy and form better relationships. Cows can have best friends. The voice actor for Mickey Mouse married the voice actor for Minnie Mouse. A species of tarantula keeps a tiny frog as a pet. The frog protects the spider's eggs from insects and the frog gets protection. Your dog really does genuinely love you. It's not just a case of depending on you for toys and food. It's been studied that the oxytocin levels in a dog's brain sharply elevate when they see a human they have a positive relationship with. When exposed to the scent of their owners in an MRI machine, the dog's levels elevated higher than any other scent. Edit. For those asking, yes, cats love you too. Similar studies have been conducted on Themyscira. If your cat follows you around, purrs, wiggles the tip of their tail, or stares at you, stares into your eyes and blinks, these are telltale signs your cat adores you. Even if 99% of the people on Earth hate you, there are still a little over 75 million people who don't hate you. I heard that our brain wakes us up to make sure we don't die. I felt so appreciated when I heard that, and I was in a good mood for the rest of that day. Cats accept us as another cat. Maybe an odd-looking cat, but family nonetheless. Everything they do with other cats, they do with us. Edit. Not sex, okay? Obviously. Edit. Apparently. Sometimes cats are horny for humans. The smoking rate in the US is at an all-time low and continues to fall. Guy posted this one a few years ago in a similar thread. Smallpox emerged over 10,000 years ago. At its peak, the disease killed 15 million people a year, maimed millions more, and caused one-third of all blindness. Between the 1850s and the 1910s, mandatory vaccination drove smallpox out of North America and Europe. A coordinated UN effort from 1950 to the 1970s eliminated smallpox from the rest of the world. There hasn't been a single case since 1977. Working together, every country in the world teamed up to destroy an enemy that killed an estimated 400 to 500 million people in the 20th century alone. And it took less than 3 decades to make it happen. The campaign to eliminate smallpox is proof that a united humanity is capable of incredible things. Mr. Rogers was the same both on camera and off camera. Edit. I misspelled his name. Whoops. But I'm not beating myself up over it because I know he'd understand it was just a mistake. There are vending machines in Istanbul, Turkey that dispense food and water for stray dogs. The price is an empty recyclable bottle. The Pillsbury Doughboy's real name is Poppin' Fresh. Pandas are no longer considered an endangered species. Also, being a professional panda caretaker is one of the highest-paying jobs in China. If I remember correctly, their average salary is about $32.5 thousand. When a dog puts his or her paw on you, that's their way of petting you. And when they lean on you and put their whole weight on you, that's their way of telling you they love you. When a cat blinks slowly at you, that's a kitty kiss. It's their way of telling you they trust you. When they run their face on yours, that's them saying that you're part of their family. Dolphins will intentionally play with pufferfish and get poked by the spikes. The poison in the spikes get them high. TL. Dr. Dolphins do drugs. Dogs sneeze when play fighting to show they are playing and don't want to hurt you. The UK generated more power from renewables than fossil fuel for the first time ever between July and September. Based on new projects, this will shift even more to renewables. Even if you can't sleep, laying in bed and relaxing is better than nothing. Edit. Good lord, guys. Thanks for the upvotes. That the biggest cow in the world is 195 centimeters tall. Baby porcupines are called porcupets. Not exactly uplifting, but definitely smile-worthy. According to UN numbers, about 1 billion people have risen out of extreme poverty, less than $2 per day, in the last 30 years. We live in a timeline that saw the likes of Fred Rogers, Bob Ross, and Carl Sagan. We are truly blessed with old men who plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in. Edit. I'm very happy to see so many people feel the same way about these three in particular. But I'm even happier to see everyone naming their inspirational figures. Men, women, whatever. The quote applies to anyone who does good with no expectation of interest. Our daughter told me that she would be comfortable calling my wife or I if she were in trouble, even if she was doing something she shouldn't be. That made me happy. Sometimes in movies, when dogs, wolves are supposed to look mean and threatening, their tails would have to be redone with CGI because their tails won't stop wagging from doing such a good job acting. My father is a guitarist, and he had a stroke last year. They told him he would likely not be able to play guitar anymore. We finished recording his album in June. That humans have the peculiar ability to make a place home, no matter where they are. Edit. I would like to thank Reddit for giving me a safe haven when no one else in my life could. Y'all are family now. I am getting my long-awaited kidney transplant in 15 days. I am so overjoyed. This has been 3 years of waiting. Edit 1. I know this is super corny, but I have to say, thank you all wholeheartedly for the love and support. I never expected to get even above an upvote. Over 6K is just insane to me. I'll try edit this comment afterwards just to let everyone know that I'm alive and well. If anyone is going through something like this or wants to learn a bit more, private message me and I'll try my best to answer. You've made someone somewhere really happy and they just never told you. 80% of the world's population is vaccinated, more than at any other point in history, despite the increase in anti-vaxxers. When bees run into each, they make a tiny whoop sound. 3. AIDS is no longer a death sentence. School systems in the U.S. are beginning to change. Teen suicide rates have started to drop, and there is a company making booze-filled Tide Pods. Having a pet increases lifespan. As long as you have at least one living liver cell, your liver will regenerate. You are unique in every way, but the liver thing. I don't have diarrhea. Some animals like mantis shrimp, beavers, and many birds have monogamous relationships, meaning that they will stay with one partner and mate for life. Edit. OMG. My most upvoted comment yet. I'm very grateful to everybody. Thank you. Happy? Stand in front of a mirror and put on your best fake smile. Now hold that smile in place for a full 2 minutes. Most studies have shown that the smile transitions from fake to real sometime during the 2 minutes. You are now happier, hopefully. I'm a dwarf and I love my life.